Yes, you grass-fed, 100% pure, legendary kebab sticks. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about microscopes, why you need one, how to use one, what to look for, and how to treat them. Nice. Yes, you 2,487 absolute living legends, welcome back to the channel. As I said, today's video is a little bit different. It's about microscopes, why you should have one, how to use one, what to look for, and how to treat your koi. That sun is probably killing this, but there's not a lot I can do about that. It is Wednesday, guys. I've just been over to Coles. Just buttoning up a few bits and bobs. We've still got the heater to fit, the electrics to do, and a couple of other bits, but it is almost ready. I'm hoping to get it finished, filled up and turning over, ready for Sunday's video. So, you legends, without further ado, let's get into this. Yes, gang, so if you own a pond and you own koi, you should definitely own a microscope. And the reason is there's loads of different types of parasites. And they can be brought into your pond any way. Stress can cause white spot, temperature change can cause white spot. Buying fish, they can come in with parasites on. I'll recommend to dip fish, but unless you know what you're doing, it's probably best not to. Birds travelling from one water source to another water source can bring parasites. Dirty filter can create parasites. Everyone should definitely have a microscope. Now, I've spoke to a few customers and a few people about this topic, and some people have said they've bought a microscope, they've done a scrape, they tried to use it and they can't see anything. And there is a very simple reason for that, which I will show you. When I get back to the church, I'll be on my knees, I'm going to get out my microscope, I'm going to show it to you all, I'm going to show you how to set it up, I'm going to show you how to use it, I'm going to show you how to get a good focus, I'm going to show you how to scan your slide, so if you're going to buy a microscope, which I would suggest you do, my microscope is an Apex or an Apexy, whichever it's called. I got it off Amazon. It was 240 quid, it's battery powered. I suggest you go for the one, unless you're a flipping Cyclops, I would definitely go for the ones with the two binoculars, to say, rather than the one, because with one it's just very difficult to see. You need to see in stereo, if that makes any sense, and that'll make it a lot easier for you. Also, mine's got a blue-white bulb. The yellow ones, it's a bit more tricky to see. The old-fashioned ones, all the bulbs were yellow. So when you buy one, try and find one with a blue bulb, LED, or a blue-white, and in that way you'll definitely be able to see what you're searching for. So, gang, yes. So I'll bring you back when I'm on my knees back at the church. And if you're watching this at 8 o'clock, I actually pulled this off. I've got Chase at home editing the parasite videos from previous videos that I've made. So it was back in the day when I first started my YouTube, but there is different videos on different parasites. So if you want to check them out, please feel free to do so. It is very important if you're a koi keeper. There's no guesswork when it comes to parasites. You can't just keep throwing treatments in your pond, because it can cause all sorts of problems. It can cause a massive breakdown in your fish, your koi's immune system, and they can basically just start falling apart. It's literally like sepsis. So it is very important to own a microscope, and it's very important to learn how to use one. So guys, I'll bring you back when I'm on my knees at the church and I'll whip out my microscope. Okay, you legends, as promised, we are back at the church and I am on my knees. So guys, when you buy your microscope, it's going to come to you looking something like this, with all the components you need. This one itself is battery powered. You can get mains feed ones. This one's battery powered because obviously I'm on the road all the time. So we're going to whip this out and we're going to get it all set up, ready to show you how it all works. So stay tuned, guys. So first of all, guys, you've got your base. You've got your knob to turn your light on. So that's flickering a little bit. Probably needs flipping, charging. And then we've got the top piece, which goes on. You can also adjust your magnification with these as well. So the further screwed out it is, the more magnification you get. Now this fits on the top. You've got this screw here which secures it in place. Just like that. Now in the box, guys, they'll generally come with 2 of these. I don't know if it's going to focus. This one is 10 times magnification, and this one, if you can see, is 20 times magnification. So the only one that you need is this one. You will never really ever need to use this one to find parasites, guys. So these 2 we're going to slot into here, and there's your microscope pretty much set up and ready to go. So it's always good practice, guys. When you're doing your scrapes and setting up your microscope, it's always good to hand sanitize before you start, because you just don't want to transfer any germs there. I'm sorry, guys. I've told you I'm as mad as a box of frogs. Yes, gang. So on the bottom end here, you've got all your different magnifications. So I don't know if you can see, that one is 10 times. That one is 40 times. But the only one that you need for looking for parasites is the yellow one, so 10 times. So you've got your 10 times magnification on the top, and you've got your 10 times magnification on the bottom, and that, guys, will give you 100 times magnification. So gang, you've done your scrape, you've got your slide, you've caught your fish. Now all I do when I'm scraping fish, there's loads of different videos on this. Scrape the belly, scrape the side, scrape the head, scrape the arse, I don't know. So, but basically all I'll do is I'll get the fish. You can calm the fish down. If the fish is like jumping, I mean in this weather they should be quite calm, but as the weather warms up, the fish become a lot more active. So once you've got them in your net, you keep them in the water but in the net, and then if you can hold the fish sort of like this, and then all I do is I'll scrape over the gill plate and then down the side of the koi. So trying to turn a koi upside down is very difficult if you're inexperienced. So literally, if you just scrape over the gill plate and down the side of the koi, you'll get a mucus buildup on the edge of the slide. And then what you do is you just take your top slide, which is a smaller piece of glass, and you just scrape it into the middle of the slide, and then you put your top glass on the top of it, and then you can slide that into place so you're ready for inspection. So on the sides, guys, you have got these knobs and buttons. So this one here moves the slide backwards and forwards, and this one here moves the slide from left to right. So what I will generally do is I will start in one corner of the slide, I'll move across looking through the front, then I'll move down a bit and then across, and you can keep doing that all the way until you've completely explored the whole slide. So there's absolutely no point in just aimlessly rummaging around. So as a top tip for you guys, I generally find that you'll find parasites towards the bottom of when you've squeezed your top plate on. So, this is the reason why a lot of people can't see anything through their microscope. And what that is, it's like a contrast. So underneath here, gang, as you can see, there's a little slide. And that slide there is your contrast. So if you can vision on there, you should be able to see how bright that is and then how dim it is. Now you want this, gang, on the minimum setting, because then you've got, if it's on that setting, it's too bright and you won't see anything at all. If it's on this setting, all the way off, so it's at the darkest position. And then what you do, gang, is you, on this side of the microscope, you've got your up and down. Now this here will move the table up and down, and this one will do the same, but this one's a lot more slowly. So while you're looking, you set your microscope up so that the lens is over your glass plate, and then you're going to bring up the table while looking through the lenses. Bring it up very slowly until everything comes into focus. And it's normally around about sort of here somewhere. And then obviously everyone's eyesight is different, so you can fine tune it with this one here, which moves it up and down a little bit more slowly. But if you do that, guys, start off with the table low, bring it up very gradually while you're looking through the slide, and then you'll start to see the mucus. And then once you've got a full view of the mucus, then you can start moving the slide around and checking for your parasites. So that's pretty it, guys. So it is very easy to do, but if you don't know and you bought a microscope and you don't know how to use it, hopefully this video's give you some helpful tips. So gang, I'm going to leave that there, and we're going to show you what parasites look like so that you guys know what you're looking for underneath the microscope. So there's loads of different parasites, and I'm not talking about the government, I'm talking about fish parasites. They so you've got white spot, you've got gill flukes, you've got skin flukes, you've got trichodina, and you've got Costia. There are other parasites, but those are the main ones that you're looking for. So in the next part of the video, I'm going to show you what these parasites look like so that you can identify them, and also how to treat them. Nice. Sorry about the loop, guys. Okay, gang, I'm going to show you two clips now of flukes. One of them is a skin fluke and the other one is a gill fluke. So a skin fluke is about 10 times bigger than a gill fluke. So when you're looking on your microscope for gill flukes, you have to go really slow and pay a lot of attention to actually see them. The gill flukes feed off the gills. There's no real lesions, there's no real flicking or anything, and basically they'll lay eggs inside the gills, they'll lay eggs inside your pond, and they can take up to 2 weeks to hatch. So you need, with gill flukes, you need to retreat 2 weeks after your first treatment. With skin flukes, if you chloramine T on day 1, turn off your UV lights, and then on day 2, give your filters a good thorough clean, and then I use Kasuri Fluke P, which is praziquantel, which I find is the best. So if you do that, you're going to get rid of all the flukes in your pond, all the skin flukes and their offspring, because they lay live offspring. Gill flukes, you treat exactly the same, but you need to retreat again 2 weeks after, and then do more scrapes just to check that you've got rid of them all. Okay guys, the next parasite is a white spot. Now, white spot, try and explain it to you. It's almost like a cold to humans. So fish can outbreak with white spot if they're stressed, if they've been moved, if they've gone through a temperature change. And when you look under a microscope, it looks like a billion little planets all circling around inside each other. So you'll see that in the clip. Now, there's no point in using pure pond or pre-mixed. The treatment's malachite green and formalin or formaldehyde, but I wouldn't use the pre-mixed stuff. The way that I treat white spot successfully in one treatment is a full dose of malachite green and a full dose of formalin. Buy them separate, and that will get rid of white spot in 24 hours. And like that's with me, practice like all over the years. If you use the pre-mixed stuff, you're going to have to treat several times to get rid of it. So it is a strong treatment, but it's best just to get rid of the parasite in one go. The next parasite is trichodina. Now these things, you can find them in sewage, and it isn't actually a parasite, but it will cause problems for your fish. They do live on the fish, but they don't feed off the fish. And they look like flying saucers whizzing around. You will find them in sewage. Now the best treatment that I've found for trichodina is potassium permanganate. So you need to measure your pond. You need to make sure you've got the dose right. You can mix it with hot water, aerate it for a while, get it into the pond, and again within 24 hours you'll find that all of the trichodina has gone. Also, after every treatment, you should always turn your UV lights off. The fluke treatments take up to 5 to 7 days, so you need to leave your UV lights off for 5 to 7 days. With the potassium permanganate, that will work within 24 hours, and also the formalin and malachite green will work for 24 hours as well. So here's a clip of trichodina. And you legends, the final but last but not least is Costia. Now Costia again is very difficult to spot. They look like very small commas, like a tenth of the size of a gill fluke. But generally there is a lot of them. They don't lay eggs, they basically split in half. And then they just keep breeding. They just literally keep splitting in half. It's like a single cell, and they whiz around the screen. So it's best, you'll normally find it in between the mucus, and you'll see where the clear screen is, and you'll see them all whizzing around. Now the best treatment for that I use, you can use potassium permanganate, but there is absolutely no need. Again, you can use a full dose of malachite green and a full dose of formalin or formaldehyde, and that will eradicate Costia within 24 hours. Yes, you legends. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's a bit different, a bit more medical, a bit more less joking about, apart from the lube, obviously. So if you like the video, guys, if it's your first time watching, maybe you'd like to subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Perky, you're an absolute knobhead. Perky, you're a legend. Anything you like, guys, it always helps the channel grow. And also, I'm going to try and get back on track where I'm posting the videos on a Wednesday and a Sunday. We've gone a bit out of sync because of the weather and stuff like that. I'm trying to get this uploaded for 8 o'clock Wednesday night. So if it is 8 o'clock on Wednesday night, you know that we've made it. So guys, yes, without further ado, I won't waffle on too much. I really appreciate your watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because I set all my videos as a premiere so that there's no adverts, and also loads of people get in the live chat and we have a bit of a laugh in the live chat. So yes guys, that's enough of me waffling on. I'll let you carry on with your day. Thanks for watching guys. Take care of your koi, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Nice.